Okay, hello everyone. Today we are doing some important board questions. I have taken year 2020, means that this year paper I have taken some important question which I feel they are important. I have taken only those questions, and let us see the weightage of the things which we have done till now. So I'm having your paper in my hands. So if I start from question number one, so question number one, I don't feel ke is any part which we have not done. Means the conceptual part we have done only. Now you have to try these questions in your fear notebook. And if you don't have this paper, so I will send you the questions and you will try it from there. I have taken some few questions only which I feel that you are not able to do. The first, this is question number 2A part. This is question number 2 ka A part. A crane A and B lift a load in 5 seconds. Crane B lift a load in 2 seconds. Compare the power. So in this question, what we have to do? We have to compare the power. So when we talk about the comparison, then what we have to do? We have to simply find out the ratio between these two. So what we have to do? We have to find out the power of A, power of B, and then we have to take a ratio. So let us find out the power of A. So power of A means W upon T. And W is how much? W is W only, and T is how much? T is given to us. T is 5 seconds. So write 5 here. So this is the power of A, this much watt. Don't forget to write the unit. And then power of B will be how much? W upon T again. So in this case, W is W and T is how much? It is 2 seconds. So this much is the power. So we have to compare them. So that means PA upon PB we have to do. So PA is how much? W upon 5, and PB is how much? It is W upon T. So on solving this, W upon 5 into 2 upon W cancel ho gaya, and we are getting 2 upon 5. So this is the answer. So doing this much, you are getting 2 marks question. It is 2 marks question. Then let us take one more question. It is 4B. Calculate the resistance across AB. So what we have to do? We have to calculate the resistance across AB. So how to calculate the resistance? This we have done in the last class. किया था हमने. So if we talk about the parallel combination, अगर है parallel combination अगर है, तो उस केस में जो resistance है, how the resistance are how to find out the total equivalent resistance? Then 1 upon R equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. And if we talk about the series combination, in the series case, what we have to do? We simply have to add them together. Simply we have to take a sum of the resistance. Now if we look the figure, so these two resistors are in parallel, and then whatever we are getting from here, it is in series with this. So to find out the equivalent resistance between A and B, what we have to do? We have to first of all find out the RP. RP means the sum of these two resistance. So it will be 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 6, and 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 6 means that we have to take the LCM. LCM is 6. So 2 plus 1. So on solving this, we are getting 3 by 6. So 3 by 6 means 1 by 2. So that means RP equals to 2 ohms. So this is 2 ohms. Now this 2 ohms, now circuit will be changed. The circuit will be something like this. It is A and और ये क्या है? B है. So it is 2 ohms. अभी calculate किया, ये कितना है? 5 ohms है. So what we have to do? We have to find out the RP now. So RS. So instead of RS, simply write R now. So 2 ohm plus 5 ohm. So we are getting 7 ohm. So this is the resistance between A and B. 2 marks question. You are getting 2 marks by doing this much. Now coming to question number 5th. Question number 5th is of 3 marks. 3 parts are there. Part 1, part 2 and part 3. 3 parts are there. So obviously it is of 3 marks. In the first part, we have to calculate the potential energy. Then we have to calculate the mechanical energy. Then we have to calculate the speed of this bob. In the question, the diagram is given to you. This is the bob. Bob is of mass. How much? Bob is of mass 200 grams. And when it is oscillating, then what does it do? At its peak position, its is at a height of 5 meter, means के from its peak position, यहाँ से अगर straight draw करें तो peak position, that means from the ground, that it is at a height of 5 meter. So in the first part we have to find out the potential energy. So finding the potential energy, we know the formula kmgh, and h is taken from the ground. h को measure कहाँ से करते हैं? We have to measure it from the ground. So h को ground से measure करेंगे. So now put the values. Mass is how much? 200 grams. So 200 grams can be changed into kg by dividing with 1000. And g, the value of g, we can take 9.8, but I am taking 10 in the question. If it is saying you to take 9.8, then you have to take 9.8, but or you can take it as a 10. So 10 के लिए वो देगा आपको. I am taking 10 to make my calculation easy. So 10 and height is how much? It is 5 meters. So 0 cancel with 0. This 2 zeros gone with these 2 zeros. So 5 2 ja 10 joules. So this much is the potential energy. Now in the second part, he is asking you the mechanical energy. Now see the figure. In this figure, what happened when this bob displays? At this point, it is having maximum kinetic energy. At this point, it is having maximum potential energy. From this point, it is moving to it again to its mean position. That means यहाँ पे जो potential energy होगी वो maximum होगी. Kinetic energy will be zero. If we talk about this point, इस point के बारे में अगर मैं बात करूँ तो के ई कितना होगा? यहाँ पे 0 होगा. और पोटेंशियल एनर्जी कितनी होगी? इट विल बी मैक्सिमम. एंड वी नो दैट के मैकेनिकल एनर्जी इज नथिंग बट इट इज द सम ऑफ पोटेंशियल एंड काइनेटिक एनर्जी. सो दोनों का सम लिया. पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज हाउ मच? इट विल बी 10 जूल्स. अभी फर्स्ट पार्ट में कैलकुलेट किया, इट इज 10 जूल्स. एंड व्हाट अबाउट द काइनेटिक एनर्जी? इट इज 0. सो अगेन वी आर गेटिंग 10 जूल्स. Now after this he is asking us to calculate the speed. अभी speed निकालनी है. Speed किसकी निकालनी है? We have to calculate the speed of the bob when it is oscillating. So speed कैसे निकलेगी और कहां पर निकलेगी speed? So speed means के when the bob is at this position, ऐसे करके आएगा and यहाँ से बिल्कुल फास्ट इधर. So that means at this position the speed will be maximum. इस position पे क्या होगा? Speed is maximum. While at the extreme position the speed will be minimum, or we can say the speed will be 0. So that means we have to calculate the speed of this bob at this point. इस वाले point पे मुझे क्या calculate करना है? मुझे speed calculate करनी है. So we are calculating the speed at this point. So how to calculate at this point? We know that kinetic energy is maximum. Kinetic energy is maximum. So that means we know the formula for calculating the kinetic energy. Kinetic energy equals to half mv का square. So mass is given to us. Kinetic energy is equals to potential energy, or it is equals to the total mechanical energy. So kinetic energy means के it will be 10 joules. 1/2. The mass is given to us. It is how much? It will be 200 grams converted into kg, and we have to calculate 1 2 3 4 gone, and this 2 gone with this 2. 10 into 10 means 100 joules equals to v square. So v will be how much? 10 meter per second. So this is the answer for the third part. So in this way we can continue with the questions. So you can do the first question complete first question you can do. I think you don't have any problem in question number 1. सारा का सारा the conceptual part we have done. Then coming to question number second. Question number second again the whole question you can do. Question number second का पूरा you can solve all the questions. Then coming to question number 3. Question number 3 you are not able to do D and E part. So leave this D and E part. Then coming to question number 3 you can do only A part. Okay, so I will send you the paper. I will send you the questions, and just try question number 1 2 and 3. Okay, so you can do these questions. So that means up to here we can whatever we have done, the 30 marks ka paper we have solved. Okay, so just try these questions. Thank you very much.